Summer, of course, is a busy travel time and costs add up, especially if you're flying.
So how do you know when is the best time to book your flight? In tonight's special assignment at 6, Lou Raguse conducted an experiment to find the cheapest time to fly out of Buffalo.
958 will be ready for departure 1 mile.
On any given summer day, nearly 100 passenger jets fly out of the Buffalo-Niagara International Airport. Some of the passengers got good deals on their tickets.
And did you get a good price?
Yes, we did. I got a trip to Vegas for under $500 for a week, so that was real good.
Others, not so much.
So you probably realize that 4 days before the flight is not the cheapest time.
Yeah, it cost me a pretty penny.
It is a question air travelers have been obsessing over for years. How many weeks before your flight is the best time to buy your tickets? Most people you talk to think they have an idea.
Usually about 4 months in advance at the least.
2 months, 2 to 3 months. 2 weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks in advance.
But Jeff Klee, the CEO of CheapAir.com, has hard numbers. His company specializes in helping people buy tickets at the right time.
That's the #1 question that we get asked.
And he performed a staggering study, monitoring the prices of more than 4 million flights at airports across the country, from the day the tickets became available until the day the flight departed. And on average, nationwide, he found the cheapest time to buy your plane ticket is 54 days before your flight. And looking deeper at the numbers, he says they found a window in which you will almost always find the best price.
We found that there's sort of this prime booking window from about 1 month to 3 months in advance, and depending on where you're going and what time of year, usually the best fare for your trip is going to be somewhere in that window.
We wanted to find out the best time to book flights out of Buffalo. So in March, using the website yapta.com, I started tracking every flight it would let me, departing on June 27th. And on average, the best price came much earlier than the nationwide average, 81 days, more than 11 weeks before the flight. Taking a closer look, 4 of the destinations, Atlanta, Detroit, Washington, Dulles, and Minneapolis, never dropped in price after I started tracking. The destinations that fluctuated the most were Philadelphia, Charlotte, and Orlando. They hit the low price at 33 days and 20 days before takeoff. And just to double check our little experiment, Jeff pulled the data on Buffalo from his study. And it was very similar. He found the best price from Buffalo, on average, 83 days before the flight.
So booking a little bit earlier, which makes sense because there's less capacity out of Buffalo, so the lower fares tend to sell out quickly.
The highest prices for every flight, by far, came within the last week before takeoff.
Now that more tools are available online to find the best price, more of the people here at the airport we talk to are getting pretty savvy in using them.
I use the alerts that are available.
They actually give me updates as to when the cheapest airfare is.
It seems like it almost become an addiction to try to just get the price.
All this information can make some travelers obsess over finding the best price and get even more frustrated if they can't get it.
Sometimes you're at their mercy, and you want to go on vacation, you have to get the tickets when you can.
The best tip is to start looking at prices as soon as you know your travel date. Don't necessarily buy right away, but as soon as the price drops into a lower range, grab it. Or as Jeff says, you could drive yourself crazy.
At some point, you're going on vacation, most likely you want to enjoy it. So don't stress too much over, $10 here or there.
Now, flights from Southwest Airlines were not included in the studies because their website does not allow tracking. But Jeff Klee says Southwest's price fluctuations are similar to other airlines. A Southwest representative told me they recommend booking at least 3 weeks before the flight. And they are one of the few airlines that will give you credit if the price changes without tacking on a fee. Klee's company, CheapAir.com, has a similar service. Now, we have links to all the websites we talked about in this story on our website, WIVB.com. Reporting live, Lou Raguse, News 4 at 6.